Back in Idaho Falls is Cezly Collard in the red gloves. Fresh off of a win, we got Thomas Prestridge in the blue. This professional bantamweight bout is brought to you by Glow Pop. For peak performance or relaxing after a match, head over to glowpop.com for 20% off. Glow Pop, an official sponsor of Fierce FC. Prestridge early with the pressure.
Ooh, nice check hook right there by Cezly.
Finds his home right on the chin there.
Cezly looks sharp.
His last fight in February was one to remember, no doubt about it, a Fight of the Year candidate. A little bit more of a striking chess match. We didn't see this as much on the prelims, Caitlin.
Yeah, no, this is much more technical right here. A little less brawler, more technical.
Cezly showing off his body attack, body head, leg kicks.
Thomas landed a nice one to the body too just moments ago. A ripping leg kick there by Prestridge.
Ooh.
Collard with a nice combination as well. Just missing there. Nice movement by Prestridge.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Cezly so far tonight. Sharp striking.
Some nice parrying by Thomas Prestridge as well,
yes.
Caitlin. Jason too, I apologize.
And I like how Cezly's using his reach right here. He's using really long punches, his straight kick up the middle, 1-2-1s.
Beautiful combinations landed there. Collard able to rack up a couple of style points there.
I feel like Collard is just a step ahead on his feet so far in this first round. He's mixing it up beautifully.
Knee up the middle.
That front body kick hurt him, and then he landed a knee shortly after. I think Thomas's body is hurting a little bit right here.
Punishing the body once again is Collard. And that's something he did against Steyerwalt too, Jason. We talked about it. The knees up the middle was something that was really, really ready in his arsenal.
Yeah, he's going right back to that well in this fight too. Like I said earlier, I'm really impressed with what he's doing so far tonight. Thomas is definitely in the fight. I just feel like right now he's just a step behind.
And he was putting on the pressure, having Cezly back up at the very beginning, but he was getting hit a little bit and picked apart by Cezly, so I think he's backing off on the pressure.
Cezly better start checking those leg kicks, though. Nice dig to the body by Cezly.
Again, a rematch 7 years in the making between these two. Both fighters clashing with those up kicks. Collard really nice in the phone booth from what we're seeing so far.
Beautiful combinations from Collard. He wants a finish.
He might just get the TKO right here. We'll see.
Prestridge backing up, a nice knee up the middle by Collard.
What a chin by by Prestridge. Wow, he's eating some shots.
He's hanging in there.
Again, Prestridge has not been finished in 9 years.
That was a nice sneaky elbow by Cezly right there.
He smells blood. Cezly, that is.
Oh.
Collard picking his shots late round one. Prestridge is durable as ever.
See, Cezly's getting a little confidence in him now.
A little bit of showmanship right there by Collard. Prestridge able to get out of the way of that one. Back to the center they go.
Now Cezly's eating up that lead leg of Prestridge now.
Starting to change color a little bit as Collard lands another one on the chin. Final 10, round 1. Cezly Collard, a nice round for him.
Yeah, that was an impressive round by Cezly Collard. I mean, what a great performance. Body, head, leg kicks. He did it all in that first round. He looked super confident, doesn't look tired, didn't exert too much energy. Thomas looked like he was actually slowing down a little bit in there. I'm giving that first round to Collard a pretty easy score of 10-9 to me.
Caitlin, you strike with the best of them. What was impressive for you with his diversifying of the shots?
I love that he went to the head, body, leg, switching it up, using his length, staying out on the distance. But when he was pressuring forward, he was able to close that distance and then back out to his range where he was comfortable. It was a very technical performance. But if I was in Thomas's corner right now, I would tell him to maybe catch a kick and take him down. He doesn't seem to have an answer to Cezly's striking, so I would like to see Prestridge try to get this to the ground.
All professional wins by Cezly Collard coming in the first round. We are in uncharted territories in terms of a Cezly Collard finish, but Thomas Prestridge might have something to say about that in these next 10 minutes. Round number 2 right now.
We're in uncharted territories since the last few fights. I think this is the second round since we've seen, the second fight, if I'm not mistaken?
Yep, Brandon.
I mean, you see Thomas is trying to mix it up, but Cezly doing a great job with his footwork and his length and using that range.
2 years since Collard's last win. Faced some tough opposition in Joel Haro and Steven Steyerwalt. Doing more of the same here in round 2.
It was a nice leg kick by Prestridge there. He's landed some nice leg kicks.
Prestridge has been very active, no doubt about it. Collard able to trade back with him. Some nice head movement there displayed by Collard. Prestridge with a little bit more sauce on that one.
Nice check hook by Cezly. Thomas is doing a little bit better this round.
I was just getting ready to say that, Caitlin. I feel like he's coming back with a little more intensity in this second round. Maybe Cezly a little too confident after that first round, maybe?
Very fresh are both of the fighters here. Kind of similar to what we saw with Steyerwalt and Cezly back in February, Jason. Both fighters super fresh early in round number 2.
Nice 1-2 by Cezly. You hear both corners want that leg kick. Cezly switching stances now.
Yeah, it looks like his calf might be starting to hurt him now. We got some blood dripping a little bit on Thomas's face. Oh, nice flurry. Beautiful elbow right there. Second elbow missed.
That bloodied up Thomas a little bit more.
Kind of looked like he was targeting that cut with that elbow.
They are playing a little cat and mouse right here. It seems like every reaction causes another.
Yeah, Thomas is busted up pretty good now. Nice jab. There's one thing about Thomas is he will not go away.
No, he is tough.
He has been through wars throughout his 10-year career.
Nice stiff left jab by Cezly.
But still throwing back is Thomas Prestridge. He will not go away by any way of that sentiment. Prestridge trying to close the distance there.
And if Thomas can get it to the ground, that he might have an advantage if it gets to the ground.
And with this much blood, that's when it starts to get a little bit slippery. So it's kind of hard to hold on to submissions and stuff. So he could wiggle out of anything if he needed to.
Prestridge fresh off of his first submission as a professional. Under a minute to go, round 2.
It was a nice knee attempt by Prestridge, and he just ate another big right hand.
Both fighters so creative in their striking, it seems like, Caitlin. Do you feel like that's kind of fair to say?
Oh, it's definitely fair to say. I mean, they're both mixing it up between kicks, striking, knees, elbows, so it's fun to see this professional fight.
First of 4 on this card here tonight.
Those leg kicks are adding up for Prestridge.
A little bit of talking between the two of them now.
You could see Cezly's legs bruised up pretty good.
Thomas going back to the well here.
Well, Thomas coming on strong at the end of the round. Very impressive.
We're going to get that unofficial scorecard up in just a moment, but it doesn't look too pretty for Thomas Prestridge right now in terms of what his face looks like, but he looks really good there late.
I thought he had a better second round. I still feel like Cezly is just leading the dance just a little bit. His combinations, he's putting them together beautifully, body, head. He's going to the leg. Thomas's leg kicks were a lot more effective in that second round. They're adding up. I don't know how much. I don't know if that's going to make a difference in that third round. I feel like Prestridge is going to need a finish. I'm giving that second round to Collard as well.
Yeah, I think the only way Thomas is really going to win this fight is either he lands a lucky punch or takes him down and gets a finish, maybe a submission. So we'll see how this third round goes.
Cezly Collard, back-to-back fights going into the third round.
I mean, other than his leg, he looks pretty fresh.
Top of the third and final round between these two bantamweights. And Thomas in early on the pressure. A nice shot landed there. Right on target for Cezly Collard.
Beautiful striking from Cezly. He's just shutting down any momentum Prestridge came out with in this third round. Really impressed with what Collard's doing tonight. He's landed some big shots. He's just standing there right in the pocket, just trading.
Took one from Prestridge there, but Collard's still the one leading the dance. Nice dig to the body there attempted by Collard. Again, just very creative in the way that they're landing their shots.
Thomas is tough as nails. I mean, he's still just coming forward, trying to throw, but I think Cezly just has an answer for anything that he's coming forward with.
Cezly keeps dipping his head down to the right there, and Prestridge caught onto that in that second round and threw a knee. I'll see if he catches onto that in this third round. And Thomas will not go away.
Still in his face. Still trying to throw as much as he can. And still got so much pop on those shots. Some nice head movement there by Collard. Able to duck and weave a little bit.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
there's that knee.
Bicycle knee up the middle. There's just a smart move with an opponent who's dipping their head that much. Oh,
Cezly's got a little blood from his nose coming.
Thomas just landed a very sharp jab.
Looks like there might be a little blood coming from Cezly now. Lands a couple. Thomas Prestridge has to be one of the toughest fighters in the state of Utah. Lands another combination, but he will not go away.
Nice stiff jab from Cezly, just popping Thomas's head back.
He's full of confidence right now.
Just over 2 minutes to work for these two. Collard again, able to keep Prestridge at bay.
Nice bicycle knee again from Thomas. It's a smart read.
Thomas switching stances there.
Nice dig to the body by Cezly.
Nice jab again by Collard. He's been using that beautifully all night long.
Prestridge is borderline unrecognizable with all that damage, but still landing.
He's still coming forward, still marching forward. There's zero quit in Prestridge.
Collard lands a couple of clean ones there.
Caitlin, what's it like when you have a fighter that just keeps coming forward and taking damage and it just won't go away?
It's a little bit frustrating because you're giving it your all and you're punching them as hard as you can and they're still coming forward. It's frustrating.
Collard 0-1 in decisions as a professional. As for Prestridge, 7 of his 10 losses between his amateur and pro careers have come by decision. You got to wonder what the judges are thinking, but it has been led by Cezly Collard throughout these 15.
Another sharp 1-2 by Collard. That's been there all night long.
Meeting in the middle and throwing caution to the wind is Cezly Collard and Thomas Prestridge. Idaho Falls loves it.
Oh, nice spinning back punch right at the very end.
Fierce fans, a rematch that goes toe-to-toe in the center of the cage for 3 full rounds. Give it up one more time. Make some noise, everybody. Fierce fans, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28 by unanimous decision. For your winner, Cosmic Cezly Collard!
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching Fierce Fighting Championship on YouTube. For more daily content, make sure to click that subscribe button as well as the bell so you don't miss any of our daily fights, podcast clips, highlights, as well as our full weekly podcast. If you want to tune into one of our live shows, go ahead and head over to fiercefightingchampionship.com.